Hey, ladies and gentlemen, so you're working on this assignment. My instructions are just going to be for this first page, and you'll have to extend the idea to complete the second page. On this first page, we're doing a rotation in the positive direction because we're labeling the positive angles. And all angles here are going to be multiples of 30, 45, 60 degrees, or 90 degrees. So this is an important fact that we're using right here. Okay, so um, so anytime you see a ray here, that corresponds to one of the boxes. So that ray is the terminal side of an angle referring to that box. So what we're really talking about is this angle right here. So when we label this box right here, we are labeling the terminal ray for this angle. How many degrees rotation is this rotation? That's what we're asking, okay? So one thing to take a look at is that, a quarter rotation is going to be 90 degrees. And we said that all the angles here are multiples of 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60, or 90 degrees. So this angle right here has to be 60 degrees. It's got to be one of those angles or a multiple of the angle 30, 45, 60 degrees, or 90 degrees. Okay, so that's that's how we get one of the angles right here, such as that 60-degree angle. Now, let's say we're looking at, I don't know, this angle right here. This angle right here. Actually, I'm going to do a different one. How about this angle right here? So that angle or that ray is really referring to this angle right here because we're rotating in the positive direction, which means we have to rotate upward from the positive x-axis to get there. And the question is how many degrees of rotation that is. Well, it's got to be a multiple of 30, 45, 60, or 90. We also can think that it's the reference angle. So that means the smallest angle, which is this distance right here, since it's got to be one of these key angles, that reference angle is 30 degrees. So essentially, to figure out this box right here, to figure out that box, it's going to be 360 degrees, a full rotation, minus that 30-degree reference angle to get 330 degrees. And so that's how we get the positive angles for this practice. I want you to go ahead and fill in all of these. And then just remember that we're going to go on to the negative direction here. So on this second page, we're actually rotating downward from the positive x-axis to say this ray right here. So if we wanted to figure out this angle right here, again, one way to do that is to look at the reference angle, the distance from the terminal ray, the ending ray, to the x-axis. It's got to be 30, 45, or 60. Because it's the largest one, it's going to be a 60-degree reference angle. So if we had gone halfway around, we would have gotten to negative 180 degrees because 180 degrees is a half rotation. We're rotating negative, which makes this negative 180 degrees. Well, we went 60 degrees less than 180. So we actually, one way to calculate this is to do 180 minus 60, and that gives us 120. But again, we're rotating down from the x-axis, so it's going to be negative 120 degrees for that ray right there. So I'd like you to go ahead and fill out all these angles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in class.